Got a nice challenge for you guys, Patriots fans. As of right now, we're losing in the June Comet Challenge between Patriots today, which of course is us, Giants now, and Texans today. We're not that far behind Texans today, but we are kind of behind the Giants now page. So I hate losing. I hate losing the Giants. I hate losing the Texans. So I need you guys right now to spam Let's Go Pats in the comment section as many times as you possibly can and help us get back in this race for our June Comet Challenge here at Chat Sports. Coming up on today's show, I want to talk about the defense, specifically one player that does not play for the Patriots anymore and one player that wants to keep playing for the New England Patriots. We're talking about Duron Harmon. I know it's been a while, but apparently he just recently came on a podcast and talked about how he would love to come back to the New England Patriots. We're going to break that down in just a few seconds, but on the back half of the show, it looks like Davon Godchaux actually took his response to Twitter. I'm not calling it X. And he talked about the Patriots rumors that's been going on with his hold-in, and I do think you guys will be surprised at what he has to say, but overall, should the Patriots end up paying Godchaux a little bit more? All right, let's go ahead and talk about Harmon, shall we? Because it's been a while. So I do want to refresh your memory on what this safety has done in the NFL since he played for the New England Patriots. He was drafted by New England in 2013. He played with the Patriots well through the Tom Brady era into 2019. He's a three-time Super Bowl champion. But since then, he's played for 6 different organizations here for the NFL. You got the Bears, you got the Ravens, you got the Raiders. So obviously, he's been around here in this NFL free agency, but he is still 33 years old, and the free agency market's kind of quiet for him right now. So no surprise here. He wants to go back to the glory days between 13 and 19, and he would like to keep playing for the Patriots to kind of end his NFL season. Well, here's what he most recently did. He actually played 3 games with the Bears in 2023, and then they picked him up by the Cleveland Browns, and he ended up playing 5 games with the Browns there in 2023. Didn't really do too much here. I'm going to put about upwards of 16 total tackles. It wasn't anything crazy, but he is still trying to find a home with an NFL team. But he's had a really long career. I mean, you guys got to think all the way back to 2013. I was 14 years old when Harmon was entering the league. And here's what he has done in his time in the NFL. 423 total tackles, 24 interceptions, 45 passes deflected, and then 1 defensive touchdown there. I know a lot of those interceptions did come with the Patriots between 13 and 19. But here's why I'm talking about Duron Harmon. Yes, it's the offseason, it's a little bit slow, but he also did just address this on a podcast saying, I think last year just kind of let me know what my status is in the NFL. If somebody gets hurt, we'll give you a call. Or maybe another opportunity comes up early. I'm not sure. But right now I am, still training to play. So I saw a report that he's actually kind of working with his 8-year-old son's football team right now, but he's just waiting to get a phone call. Hey, man, we need you. But it does sound like he has a realistic plan for 33-year-old veteran as a safety in the NFL. He's not looking to start. He's not looking to help a team win a championship. He just more so wants to join an NFL team to kind of get the last paycheck out of his career, because you got to think these players only have a certain window to make a lifetime of savings and earnings then to move on into retirement. So when he was asked, hey, if the Patriots call you, what are you going to do? And he goes, without a doubt, that would be the perfect end to this story. I would love to be, a part of something from the beginning because they're trying to build something, right? And I know they have the right people to do it. So if the opportunity came, that would be so special. That would be a really, really special way to end my career. I don't blame him. It's the team that drafted him. It's the team that gave him 3 Super Bowl rings. I understand that he wants to put a nice fairy tale ending to his NFL career here, but I also understand that his phone is not ringing that much right now in NFL free agency, so obviously he wants to go back to the team where he had the most success. And we take a look here at the safety depth chart the Patriots are kind of working with right now. I can't tell you that I'm completely closed off to adding Harmon to this depth chart. Why? Because you got Duggar and you got Jabril Peppers. And then behind that, you just are really lacking NFL experience. Jalen Hawkins is trying to make something here on the 53-man roster. But overall, the Patriots safeties could actually use a little bit of leadership here. That's why I'm not 110% closed off to this. Like I said, you're going to be getting a guy that is going to provide reps if there is injury. He's going to provide reps if they need somebody to sit out. This is not going to be a starter. He's washed up. He's old. I understand that. Do not come for me in the comments. I am looking at what Jerod Mayo may want to put in the locker room in terms of veteran leadership from a guy that was there and won 3 Super Bowls with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. That is probably the only reason why I would see Jerod Mayo actually calling Duron Harmon and saying, hey man, we want you to come play for the Pats. Here's our situation. Looking for a locker room guy in the safety position, and that's about it. But what are you guys feeling right now? I understand this is not going to be an all-star type of selection. This is not going to be a Pro Bowler by any means, but should the Patriots sign Duron Harmon in free agency? Let me know. Type Y for yes, type in for no in the comment section below. And like I said, we are having a comment challenge here, and I've been seeing this all over Twitter about Bill Belichick and his 24-year-old girlfriend. I am not judging. You do what you got to do, Bill. But how do you guys feel about this relationship? I've seen some pictures. My favorite tweet I've seen so far is imagining your daughter coming home and introducing her boyfriend to her dad. And it's Bill Belichick. I don't know how I would feel. I don't know how I feel about this whole situation. I mean, Bill's doing what he's got to do, but you got to think it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. But let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. All right, let's talk about Godchaux, shall we? The nose tackle has been holding in on the Patriots entering his final year under his contract. And by holding in, he means he is attending the minicamps and the OTAs. We're going to see what he does here ahead of training camp. But mainly, he's just trying to avoid fines. He's not really participating. He's not really taking advantage of these reps in the offseason. So he obviously wants to get paid. But he actually took his response to Twitter, and it felt kind of nice to hear what the nose tackle has been thinking ahead of possibly getting a contract extension or entering his final year with the Patriots. Here's what Godchaux ended up tweeting. I made it into a quote graphic just because it was actually a lot longer than I think those characters allow. But he said, hopefully we can get something done that's fair to me and my team before camp starts. I love New England. I would love to retire here, but it has to make sense for us. What I do on the football field in the trenches most of the time doesn't show up on the stat sheet. But turn on the film, you will see it if you know ball. I would love to finish my career here in New England, but it has to make sense to me and my team. So obviously, he's looking for a fair deal that is going to help him enter into his final year of a contract, join more of a contract here, and extend his time in New England. Because you got to think, he signed a 2-year contract in 2021. So obviously he has one more season to play here with the New England Patriots. And I completely agree with what he says. I know that D linemen and offensive linemen, a lot of their work is just buried underneath the stat sheet in the trenches. So I'm not disagreeing with that at all. But when you're looking at a guy like Devon, you're going to end up just getting a reliable defensive lineman here. And you always need that. The fact that he has started all 34 regular season games is my favorite stat about him because you don't really have to worry about the injury report. You don't have to worry about the depth chart as much because you know he's going to be able to play when it comes to Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. And when he does play, 1.5 sacks, that's okay. He's got a different position there in those trenches, mainly not so much as an outside defensive lineman, 118 tackles, and he has an $11.8 million cap hit in 2024. When I look at a player like Davon Godchaux, I don't know if I'm just satisfied with what he has done for the Patriots. You started 34 games. Great. I love that. But really, are you pushing the needle here for that defensive line in order for you to stand here at training camp and at minicamp and OTAs and say, I'm not playing because I think I'm worth more than what I'm actually getting paid, especially since PFF is grading him as one of the lower interior defensive linemen. It's not like he has the repetition to really be holding in or holding out here with the New England Patriots. And if I'm the front office and I know I got to possibly repay Matthew Judon, I know that I have to repay a couple of players. I just paid a 4-year extension on Ramondre Stevenson. I don't know if I am extending Godchaux any longer than this last regular season with the New England Patriots. There are a lot of nose tackles out there. There are a lot of defensive linemen out there. I know that defense has been the strong suit of the New England Patriots, but I don't know if Godchaux is really doing it for me here when it comes to that interior defensive lineman for the New England Patriots. So I'm wondering how far this hold-in will go, and I'm wondering if the Patriots don't end up extending him, what is his performance going to look like here for the New England Patriots in the 2024 NFL regular season? Let me know what you guys think. This is why we had this channel. I show you the facts. You guys comment down below, and preferably you spam your comments because of that comment challenge that we had this month in June. Should the Patriots extend Godchaux? If so, for how much? Give me the years. Give me the number. What do you think this guy is worth on the New England Patriots? Comment why and why not. And as always, hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already. We're this close to 13,000 subscribers. I would love to hit that before the month of July, so you guys can help by hitting that sub button. That way you know anything and everything about the New England Patriots.